STD awareness coach and cosmetologist for the last 13 years. Up and coming artist. You can listen to my music on Apple Music streaming platforms as well as on this YouTube channel here. You can also look at the visuals of my podcast and find my podcast on all podcast streaming platforms as well. I've been doing that since 2021. And if you are interested in being a guest on the podcast, by all means, please message me, drop a comment below. Everything you're going to need to get in contact with me also and to see everything that I offer is going to be in the description box. So this is a different kind of live because I'm going to do this while I'm walking because I had to get out of that space, which really doesn't, I mean, it kind of helps, but doesn't fully help. I want to talk about something that's a little controversial that most people don't want to talk about when it comes to this world that we live in. This world that we live in, let's look at these houses, for instance. These are some really nice houses. I mean, look at this house right here. This thing sitting up here with a thing around, you know what I'm saying? Nice houses, right? Very nice neighborhood. This world is hell-bent on things looking nice, right? But what we don't realize is some people, they do not so nice things to get these nice things and keep these nice things once they get to a certain potential or rather position or placement in life, right? Let me explain. I don't want to really put people's names out there or specific individuals, but it's starting to come to this point in the story where I think I have to actually do that, right? Use specific name. Oh, look at that. The energy coming down now. They're trying to stab me up from the sky. Lord today. Lord today. If you felt the energy, you felt the energy. So, the things people do to keep these nice amenities to other human beings, the things that no one wants to talk about. We see things like, oh, Joel Epstein's island. Oh, that was just some hogwash. That was just whatever. Oh, R. Kelly's case, just hogwash. Bill Cosby's case, hogwash. Diddy's case, hogwash. Them people wanted to be there. They were trying to get into fame and da-da-da-da-da. Even if any of the people that were harassed during the encounters that happened in these locations, even if they wanted fame, does that make it okay to sexually assault someone? And then when you open up yourself sexually to another human being, I'm sure you guys know by now, you create a soul tie. So they know how to get into your personal spaces and places every single time because they've learned you from the inside out, right? So, for instance, me right now, I feel like I got a whole entire sword that's stuck in my back, and I've been feeling like that for like the past few weeks, on and off, And I was trying to figure out why. Like, what is this feeling I got in my neck and my back and coming out the bottom of my leg? And I had to understand that people don't think magic, black magic, and these things really exist in this world. They think, oh, that's just BS, witches, warlocks, people with superpowers. Oh, man, this is the stuff from fairy tales. Again, you see these nice ass houses. The things people do to keep these kinds of houses, you wouldn't believe. As Kanye said, the prettiest people do the ugliest things. Things we buy to cover up what's inside. Because they make us love their wealth and hate ourselves. That's why Shorty holler, where the ballers at? Drug dealer buy drugs, crackhead buy crack, and the white man get rich off of all of that. Don't call me out to be a conspiracy theorist. Spiritual awakening. I didn't know no better. I'm sitting here in the world like everything's everything. La 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 la. I got my boyfriend and we're fine. La 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 la. But then that's bad. You shouldn't get locked. There's some truth to that. However, lots of the people who are in power right now should be in jail. Let's talk about that. What do you mean these people should be in jail? They're upstanding citizens. They're councilmen. They're lawyers. They're doctors. They're professionals. What did they do behind closed doors to get that money? Do you know? Let's think about how Rockefellers and all these different elite families became powerful. Did they not rob, kill, and steal, slavery, murder, rape? I mean, right? So the people who are in power right now should actually also be in jail if we're going to sit here and really hold people accountable to little teeny tiny accidental sins and slaps on the wrist that, everyone makes mistakes. I haven't met one person in life that hasn't, even myself. I've taken accountability for everything in my life. Y'all can look at my social media. Follow me at Euphoria9As1_ if you want to see, the story. Hold on, let me with the camera. So, for me, when I was going through this, he keeps getting locked up. I'm like, well, what does the parents tell you? Just find somebody else to talk to. That's the best way to get yourself out of it. Because, I'm raising a kid by myself. And, America, you see how tall these trees are. That's how tall the bills was. My goodness. They were stacking up. They was like, get a credit card. Didn't tell me what to do with the credit card. I'm like, I got to pay something every single day on the same day? Didn't know these things. I was only 17, 18 when I had my first kid. So I need you guys to understand this and hear me when I say this. Be careful who you connect yourself with, because even though they seem like a better option, sometimes it's the same exact person, just with a different face. Let me explain. Not to put my mother's business out there in particular, but my father was incarcerated. He came back home when I was about 7. Before I was 1 or 2, I already had 2 siblings. By the time I was about 6, or I think I had 3 siblings. And by the time I was 8 or 7, I had 4 other siblings. So he came home probably a year before my last sibling was born. But the man that she ended up with was also into stuff he had no business being in. Not treating women right. Same old person, different face, different place, different race. And she got married. Same old situation. It's just she married and he's older and now he started a business. Funny thing is, the business that her husband runs or works for now, and also the business that my father is in, is the exact same business. So it's like you would have still got what you wanted had you stayed in one place and been patient and let love lead you versus the munions, right? Now, I'm not saying that my father was a perfect person. He might have been a little abusive. I don't know who my father was when I was a kid. He won't ever tell me, Hold on, because I got to get my spine, child. They trying to siphon my energy up out my root chakra. Lord, today. I tell you, boy, every time this happens, it's like, Jesus. You start raising the elevation, and the people that's below you, they try to use things as... This is why I'm saying this right now. See, I had to rise back into my authority and my power, right? Because I had some people that was really on my ass, grilling my ass, doing things to me that they had no business in the spirit realm. See, everybody think looking tough and looking cute, and this reality is all you need. No, you need people who really got your back, because people who ain't spiritually aware, you getting your ass ate the fuck up out here. Okay? If you ain't got your third eye on, you can't see. If you ain't got your 7th eye open, if your medulla ain't moving, if your cerebellum, you don't know what it is and what it runs, you don't know nothing about your brain and your nervous system, you gonna wonder, why my body always hurting? It's because you got all these spiritual attachments, people connecting to your roots and different portions and parts of your body that they haven't been given permission to touch, because you don't know no better. Because see, a person that knows better gonna let a person know, I know what the fuck you're doing and you better stop. Off bucks. If you act like you don't know nothing, then people gonna try their hand every time. So with that being said, I got into a situation where there was mold in my apartment building, and I was like, well, you know what? I'm not paying y'all rent until y'all fix this. And that had awarded me about 6 months worth of free rent. One day, because I had elevated in my consciousness level, they weren't putting no notices on my door except for saying, just pay $1,800 and all this could go away. Just pay $1,800, pay $1,800. They would never let the balance increase. So I'm sitting here like, it's right here, y'all. Here the paperwork, the balance ain't increasing, so I don't really know what's going on. Right? So I started looking even deeper into the situation. I'm like, well, shit. maybe I could manifest more. And I started manifesting more. My utility bills became damn near $0. We got to remember, at one point in time, money didn't even exist. We used to use cowrie shells as our form of currency. We used to use shells to pay for stuff. We used to literally just give each other shells to pay for things. We have to remember this. This is so important right now. Because the things that people do just for a piece of paper that somebody else prints and gives a value to is heinous. Let's talk about it. So at this point, I'm like, well, shoot. They called my brother and they're like, you owe $19,000. But if you leave on this day, don't worry about it. I said, I don't like that. I don't want to sign that, because signing that made me feel like my heart was sinking and my spirit was sinking through the floor, as if like I was selling my soul to the devil or some shit. And he's like, yeah, come on, man. If they say I owe any of this money, you paying every single cent. And I'm like, whoa. Whoa there, Tiger. I'm your sister. You know, you came out the vagina after me. Like, I literally had cut your toenails when you were a kid. Like, literally watched after you. Literally, like, would take care of you in so many different ways. Stood up for you in high school. Even let you sit at my lunch table so you didn't feel like you were alone, you know, on days when you couldn't or didn't want to sit with your friends, when you needed some extra support. This is what I get today? Wow. Interesting. So you see, money will make people do crazy things, because see, after that, I move out. I get to the home. And immediately, something said, stay at your apartment one extra day. Just let them go live over there. As soon as my son left, I could just feel my spirit sinking, because me and my son are so connected. I just feel my spirit sinking. I'm like, my root chakra. Even right now, it just feels like someone is just pulling the energy out of the crack of my ass. It just feels like it's a hollow hole that just got air gaping through it. Like somebody is just touching it that has absolutely no business touching it. Like, I'm even trying to think about my coccyx and like pinch it with my fingers and like push. Oh God, that feels so much better. Whew. You got to know your anatomy. And see, he's a kinesiology major. He got his bachelor's in kinesiology. So, he had to learn a little anatomy. Not to mention, I got a few kinesiology majors in my family. Got 3 of them, to be exact. So they know all about the anatomy and which nerve to pinch and which vessel to pull through what to make what pain happen. You understand what I'm saying? See, witch doctors ain't always necessarily brewing up a spell in a pot, running around in a circle. Sometimes it's people who are just really smart and they know how to use their imagination, because we live in our imaginations, if you haven't realized by now, because you can really manifest anything with your mind. I want to be a firefighter. You set your mind on it, you take the steps, you're a firefighter. I want to be a cosmetologist. I literally told myself one day, I said, well, being a security officer is getting in the way of me doing hair. That same week, they took me off the schedule from doing security, and I was only doing hair, and I booked enough people to pay me more money than I was getting paid weekly doing security. I'm saying all this to tell you, like, you think that the world is difficult and it's a hard place to live in. It's really not. Hey there, just know how to use your imagination. Yeah, they know how to use their imagination, but also mixed with science. If I know what anatomy or which nerve in your neck will make you twinge in your back, and I keep pinching it in my imagination and imagining myself sticking a needle in it all day, or using a voodoo doll, or whatever people do, or just visually seeing it in my head, because some people are just that good with their visuals, then you got to understand the world that we live in. See, people think, oh, my back always hurts, and I don't know why. Because you're around people who are doing things like that to you. Not to mention these jobs, that's why they have you meet. Oh, for orientation, I want you to meet so-and-so. Then I want you to meet Mr. So-and-so. Then I want you to meet Mr. So-and-so. Then I want you to meet Mr. So-and-so. You're like, why do I have to meet all these people? Do I have to see these people every single day? No. I started getting like that at jobs. I'm like, I don't want to meet all the people that I don't need to meet. Like, unless I need to go to them for do some paperwork, I don't want to meet this person. I don't want to sit down and share energy and get in the bubble with any of these individuals, because next thing you know, I'm caught up in they loop of lies and they loop of bullshit and they lady loop of deception. I don't want that. I'm good. I like it just knowing the people that I know and doing what I need to do in my individual sector. Okay? All right. So then moving forward, people really think that ancient Egyptian knowledge and the world is built off of the world is algebra, the world is geometry, the world is math. See, Freemasons and people in that space and all them 33-degree Masons, it's all about angles, triangles, Pythagorean theorem. The whole world is built off of shapes. In order to build anything, you need to know angles. To build this balcony, you need to know angles. But see, the thing that they don't tell you is, in order to get past all of that stuff and get through spiritually, when you finally see past these illusions of whatever is physically in front of us, you have to think in circles and spheres. You have to think about round stuff. Hold that thought. I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom. I wonder why they call it the restroom. Get up off that couch and go outside and release these things from your spirit so you can go ahead and feel good. Ankles all sore. Back up off me. Sorry. I'm good. Nope. Running out of here. No time for that. Okay. So to finish this transmission, so basically, in order to get past all the angles and the mathematics of the whole entire universe, what you got to understand is spheres. That your aura is like a spherical shape, or like a opioid shape. It's like a elongated oval, your aura, right? So what's up, love? In order to understand this about the world and understand the world that we live in, everything is in fact energy. So all these shapes and things that we see are very real, but also you'll understand, just like in the movie Lucy, that the world around you is molded by your mind. So when you learn to control your mind and all aspects of it, from the highest level of your brain to the smallest portion of your brain, you'll understand how to truly attain the peace that everyone is searching for. Right? Now, a lot of the times we get into things like group think. So people will come together and groupify and get together and think in unison in order to take out someone that may be going against the grain of their preferred objective in this universe. I, for one, am not one that wants to really combine my my essence with many people, because many people are still under the illusion. See, I'm looking for the group of people who do want to change the world with their minds. I'm looking for the group of people who do understand that we are meant to be stress-free and feel good. Our nervous system shouldn't feel on edge all day, every day, just because. You know what I'm saying? Your shoulders shouldn't hurt because you had a long day at work. You should be at work because you really enjoy your job. But let me clarify, because the point of this is to help you guys understand what this word is all about. See, even now my legs just start tingling. I'm like, oh Lord, what the hell? So people don't realize that people literally human traffic right in front of your face. Let me explain that. I went to go do some hair the other day at someone's house, and I kept feeling this weird pull right here, and this is my solar plexus, right? I kept feeling that, and I'm like, what is this feeling? I wish it would just go away. My stomach hurt, bruh. And the dude, he keep asking me, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Everybody keep coming through the house, and he getting the plumber to come through. Now this other person coming through. I'm like, look, I don't see. This is why I don't energies, all these different people. Everybody, as soon as they see some kind of purity knows, they want to to it versus just understanding I'm here for this person, not for you. So you can be connected to your son, but I don't want to connect to you. I don't want to be open with you like that. That's not where how I rock. I don't do that. So I pull my energy back. I'm like, let me go ahead and excuse me. I burp. And then out of nowhere, she running in the kitchen all fast. Doom, doom. Hey, how much it cost to do this person's hair? And how much it would cost to do his hair? And I'm like, I ain't $100, $50. We could maybe work something out, but like, I need my money. Like, I'm not here just for the fuck of being here, right? So towards the end of the situation, the mom was like, I just know doing hair could be so hard sometimes, and you could lean on me. And I'm looking at her like, I don't want to lean on you because I don't know what that come with, because I don't know you like that. My aunt's mama, and I don't know you like, well, healing. I'm like, okay, I mean, I guess for a little bit, it would be a little bit easier to like just grace y'all with my divine feminine energy, right? Wrong. You hear that car alarm going off? Motherfuckers done broken my car. So I be having to make sure I clean my heart space out, clear my energy out, because I'm like, hold on, I'm not okay with that. I don't like you. I don't know you. I don't want to be connected to you. I don't share any kind of, we not doing nothing past this until until the day you book. Then I can't be in your bubble, right? And see, as I say that, you feel all that nasty ass energy coming back, right? So, oh my God, what kind of bug was that? I say this to say, you've got to be weary on who you attach yourself to, because once I left out of there, I don't care about her being in my spirit. You can go ahead to fuck the hell for all I care. Excuse my language, y'all. I talk to spirits when they jump in my bubble. I don't care. I talk right to you. You can go to hell. I don't care what you do, but you ain't gonna sit here and touch on me. I don't. You're not my mama. All right. So there goes a good release. All right, bad. Whew. So after that, she leaves, and then she comes back and she says, so which one you want? Huh? Who you want? What you want? What you want? I'm like, well, which one do I want? She pointing to the kids, bringing the kids upstairs like I need to eyeball the kid and feel their vibe and like look them up and down and tap into their spirit so I can hold on to them. For my own personal uses, like, oh, I need to use character so-and-so for this. Which makes sense when you are an adult and this is your team of people to do adult work. Right? That makes sense when you were adults and you like, all right, so-and-so is good for this. So I'm gonna go ahead and make sure, when I'm in a situation with somebody who really big in the brain space that, I ask so-and-so to come through. And when somebody needs, some more feminine energy, I tap into this one's energy. And we all are in agreement. We actually still like each other, do business with each other and are each other's friends, right? That makes sense. So she brought that kid upstairs like I was supposed to be like, yeah, I want this one. I trade you this one and give you access to mine and his energy as long as I get access to this one right here. I don't play them fucking games with nobody because I don't really want nobody having access to my son because I don't know what people access look like. Some people access look like stabbing you in the heart just so they could link in like a fishing hook. And some people's stuff look like literally like they putting their energy on you all day and your back end like this. and you just like, why my butt feel like it's vibrating? We become numb to it after a while if we haven't really like cleansed our energy and came back to it. But I'm really not a fan of that. You were glitching out. Why were they offering you a kid? LOL. I'm telling you, like, y'all be thinking this shit is a game. Like, I'm really not laughing. Like, it's not a LOL situation. Like, this shit goes on every fucking day. Like, you see how the Orishas and the wind spirits is not playing. I'm so serious right now. This is like something from my soul. I'm not glitching out. Like, she legit was like, I'll let you can tap into his energy whenever you want to, because that's what adults do these days. Like, that's why you gotta be, if you have a child, I don't know if you have a child, but you cannot have your children or even your nieces and nephews around everybody. Them weird uncles be trying to have nieces sitting on their laps and stuff, because people be, you know, we getting spiritual these days, and everybody don't have a support system of people that love them and appreciate them. And some people just feel like, you know, the energy of kids, adrenochrome, is so tasty and so refreshing and so vibrant to be inside of. So old ass uncles, the video was slowing down because it didn't want me to tell you that. I'm telling you, like, they be listening. Like, we all connected. All is one, you know. I see the mole on the forehead. But people be using kids sexually. Like, kids naturally can be in your energy and you'll feel a resonance because they just in your energy. But when we talking about, like, people legitimately, like, will think that it's okay to, like, put their sexual organs on children in the spirit realm. Like, my son, shut up. My son, I'm sorry, baby, my bad. My son liked to sit on the couch ever since I've been in my mother's house. Like, he liked to be in the middle. He don't want to come downstairs with me because everybody wants to siphon my energy or try to tell me how to run the show with my kid, right? Or they want to feel like they've beat me to the core. Like, I don't know. I've been hearing stuff like people done try to do death spell rituals on me at this point, trying to make me have a heart attack. Like, it's not gonna work. I'm too spiritually aware to get afraid when I feel my chest beating like that. Like, when I feel my chest beating like that, I just know somebody is like projecting heart energy at me with their heart chakra. Like, I'm not slow. Like, I don't get scared of that no more, right? So he liked to be upstairs because I finally made an understanding that it's a lot of sexual energy transfer going on up in there. So my son, we moved here, he had his first wet dream. You gotta understand how serious this stuff is. People really be doing shit with kids that they ain't got no business. Like, it's not pure. Because kids' energy will revive you. Everybody's sexual energy is being transferred right now. But you can transfer energy and be up here. You don't have to be down there in the gutter. See, when you get past these lower chakras, you move into your heart space, which is where we're at right now. Tomorrow's the last day of the Ma'at portal. Getting through your heart and getting into your throat chakra, your third eye chakra, your crown chakra. Really, truly ascending to where you're supposed to be at on the chakra list. And getting into your higher self. Imagining yourself in the stars. Like your full-blown big body. I'm telling you, I live in the DC area. You know, it's a lot of shapes that look like this. You know, monuments and geometric stuff. If you look at the area of how DC is positioned, it makes different pentagram-like shapes. So I'm from the DC area, you know, the nation's capital. So I'm at the place where they do it the most. Because the governors need more fresh blood. Every time it's a big meeting at the UN or something like that, all the kids got to go to a field trip down DC. Most people are not going to admit this because it's like, oh no, Gesundheit, we could never. But the old people be sitting like, y'all think the purge is fake? The purge don't even got to be like how the purge is. The purge is spiritual. Confirmation, y'all see the trees blowing. The purge is spiritual. Your kids go to school, especially to public schools. And your kids are going to these public schools, and them teachers is eyeballing your children. Other students is eyeballing your children. Bullying them, because the children are getting aware of this knowledge too. How to use a fishing hook. Because that's what it is nowadays. People just use fishing hooks. Now, it's cool for your kids to find a mentor at the school. You know, they might like the gym teacher. They inspired by his story, so they want to be in his energy. But again, people plug in some strange, mysterious ways. When you can literally just be in someone's energy and connect at the heart. But a lot of people's heart ain't pure, so they plug into somebody else. They got a pure heart. And then they wear their skin like it's a costume. And you sitting here taking all the blades for every single thing that they got going on. I mean, I was at one point thinking it was okay because I was like, oh, a man's supposed to protect me. And it was this guy that I liked. And I was sitting here, I kept calling on his energy because I'm like, dang, he's so protective. Oh, man, I feel safe in his energy. Not realizing everything that I'm going through, he probably feeling that shit. I don't have no right to do that. Even if he is a community leader. Just because I'm a community leader, oh, Euphoria's energy is just so nurturing. Oh, yeah, when I go and I want to be sexy, I want to use the Euphoria skin. That's essentially what's going on out here. So I need you guys to understand the severity of keeping to yourselves. Yes, we got to connect and find our soul tribe, but you got to find your soul tribe based on vibrations. A lot of people out here doing sexual acts in the dark realm. Because see, the spiritual realm consists of a dark realm where the dark, what is it? I don't want to call it dark magic, but the dark, basically the dark gymnastics. Like they be turning wheels, spinning wheels, and all kinds of crazy stuff. Like it just be crazy. I was so unaware of this stuff up until probably like maybe a few months ago. But you can put a cut in the dark realm, like slit it, and then come through and enter into the light realm. And when you go through that light realm, everything that was going on, all them wheels that was spinning on your body, it just stops. It's like you stick your head in it and you walk through that hole and it's like, oh my God, my spirit feels free. Look, now I said that. Now look, now the kid yelling because he want to bring me back into feeling like I was feeling 5 seconds ago. I don't want to deal with your shit. People don't realize that stuff. People don't know that you literally just everything. I'm closing my eyes. I see all the dark wheels. Oh my God, the dark stuff. Just cut a hole in that shit. Open it. The light shining. Put it through. Look, confirmation. And get the fuck out of that shit. Break free from this shit. We are in a dark dimension. But you can literally be in a light dimension, like literally standing in one place. Just standing right here. You can go from being in a dark dimension to a light dimension. Look, they trying to say, huh? Shut up. You're saying too much. You can be in both dimensions sitting in one space because everything is balanced. But we as humans need to understand that we deserve more peace. We put too much work in. We do too much to get this bare minimum energy that the universe is giving us. Oh, well, you don't have $100,000, so you don't deserve to have as much peace as me. Excuse me? Why not? Because you didn't work for it. Do you realize that, again, we used to use cowrie shells to pay each other? Shells. Fuck your money. Oh, you needed to get around. I'm like, I lived for free for 6 months and my utility bills turned into $0. So I really don't believe that. I can show y'all screenshots of that right now. Confirmation from the universe. When you get to a certain level of consciousness, confirmation, that's energy right there. I'm just speaking for God. God gonna always back me up and let y'all know I ain't lying. When you get to a certain level of consciousness, you ain't even gotta act like that. When you get to a certain level of consciousness, everything is free. But people be too scared because it's like, well, I'm comfortable and this is what I was told in college and paperwork and fuck the paperwork. Even Donald Trump had made it, Donald Trump ain't the best person, but even he at one point was like, forget the degrees, just get people their jobs based on their experience. I don't understand what the problem is. The one sensible thing he said, also making America great again. We can make America great again, but not using his policies, no, because they aren't even his policies anyway. We can make America great again by simply taking on the way that the Native Americans used to act. Is that my son? Probably not. Taking on the ways that the Native Americans used to act. I didn't have mucus in my chest. Also, Donald Trump legalized weed. and brought a lot of people home that didn't need to be in jail. If y'all selling weed in dispensaries now, why do we still have people in jail for that stuff? It don't make sense. Oh, because they was real good at it, and if they come out, that's your competition. Oh, okay. Just say that then. Just say you scared of a little competition. But Kim Kardashian, I'm gonna need you to open up a class action lawsuit and get every single individual locked up for weed out of jail. Period. Before the world ends, any person that's locked up for weed need to be out, because y'all selling weed back and forth in Cali. People walking around with pounds now, smoking outside on the boardwalk. Why are people sitting in jail rotting? The Farm Bill redefined hemp. I don't give. Look, we can get technical about it, but really, let's get real. We know why certain people is locked up and other people is now able to finally write off taxes and also run businesses based on Mary Jane. They had to clear out the competition first, but they saw it was something that was very useful. But they also went and took this time to also mess up the actual DNA, get into botany and fuck around with the actual genetic makeup of the weed. So now everyone thinks, oh, this is No, this is genetically modified hermaphrodite weed that you smoking. That was made with a hybrid plant that has both female and male sexual organs. Yes, plants are gender-based as well. You're supposed to have a group of male plants on one side, and in another room, female plants on the other side. And then you're supposed to breed them. But no, now they made hybrid plants that have both parts. So the plants are impregnating themselves, and the weed is now genetically modified, because you can do that. That's how you made it, a hermaphrodite plant. And yeah, people are smoking lab weed. And then we wondering why people is going around, hey man, like, what the fuck? People used to smoke weed all the time back in the day and was not doing that. I got that za, bruh. It's all about money, yeah, but it's not about money. I think what I'm trying to get you to understand before, and I know, of course, the world that we live in, that we've agreed upon at this point in time in the world, yes, it will say money is the root of all success, and you're not nothing without the money. But you need to also understand that money didn't even used to exist. So why do we kill each other and prostitute children, and people are now being put into sex trafficking for money? People are being put into sex trafficking for money. We are the only living organism on the face of this planet that pays money to live here. The birds are flying around minding their business. The lizards are minding their business. The bears are minding their business. The frogs and the fishes and everybody else is minding their damn business. The trees is minding their business. We are the only living organism that actually has to go somewhere to make something, money out of something, make money that's made out of this thing. So we got to cut these living things down. These things, we breathe out carbon dioxide. And it absorbs that and gives us back oxygen. So we rather cut off the oxygen, Lorax, hello, Dr. Seuss, cut down the oxygen supply to go print out some paper that we put in a place, in a building, and we say, half of the time it's not even no money in the daggone bank, because they got, if you want over $10,000, they got to order the money. So we working for something that don't even really exist, because we got to get it ordered to go pick it up from the bank. Even though you could have 50 bands in the bank right now, and if you want to get 10, they got to order your money. Y'all forgot that video that Soulja Boy posted? Yo, what you mean you got to order my money? Bro, my money in the bank, what you mean it's not here? So you ain't even got more than this much money in the whole bank, and all these people money is in here? So then what's going on? So I get that the word that we agreed upon says everything is all about money, but if we can't even go to the place that has the money to get all of our money out, if all this shit should ever crash and burn and do anything, God forbid, knock on wood, right? But should that happen, we wouldn't even be able to go get our money. Then everybody would somehow freak the fuck out when we really don't even have to worry about something like that, because literally all these people got backyards. They could be growing their own food right now. And if you had your own food and you had your house and you didn't have to pay a mortgage, because say you took a body and you buried it in the backyard, because if you bury a body in your backyard, your house becomes a cemetery and you no longer have to pay a mortgage or tax on your house. So if you ever have a relative pass away, bury him in your backyard. That's why Trump buried his wife on his golf course, so he no longer has to pay land taxes or any mortgage on that land, right? Hey girl, how you doing? Thank you, I appreciate it. But no, seriously, if you have a relative pass away in your family, you could literally just bury them in your backyard, and then your mortgage is null and void. You no longer have a mortgage. Why don't they have a patio? Let me mind my business. So with that kind of knowledge in your brain, knowing that the richest people don't have to show us their taxes when they don't feel like it, barely pay any taxes, bury people in their backyard to avoid paying money, yet all of us middle class people, hey, I got money, money's the only way, I gotta be rich or else I ain't shit. Anyone else that doesn't have money around me, they ain't shit. But literally the people who are the richest right now, quote unquote, they literally do everything to avoid paying money. They literally do everything to avoid actually having to pay bills. They will take a dead body from their family and put it in their backyard just to avoid paying a mortgage, or rather on his golf course, which is actually not foreign, because that's what people used to do anyway. That's what we used to do. Cemeteries became a part. When people realized that they could avoid paying mortgages, they started to make cemeteries so that you had to pay a mortgage for your land. Because if you was to do anything on your land, then they would exhume the bodies. And of course, so that's why if you bury a body, it's free now. It's a cemetery. So moving forward past that to the next thing. This is 4 houses right here. If all 4 of these people came together and said, let's put a garden in the middle of all of our houses and let's grow some food, do you realize that they wouldn't have to go to the grocery store at all? And their food would be organic? They wouldn't even have to go to the grocery store. They literally could just go in their backyard. Oh, here's some chilies. Oh, I got cucumbers. Oh, what do you have over there? Oh, I have some squash. Oh, I have strawberries. Oh, I have corn. I have carrots. I have potatoes. Like, oh, I have mushrooms. We don't have to eat meat anymore because, I mean, why we eat meat anyways? I mean, the meat is all genetically modified, grown in the lab, cloned, got all kinds of antibiotics pumped into it. I haven't ate meat in almost 2 years. I haven't ate meat in almost 2 years. I'm not skinny by any means. I'm 5'9". So I'm not skinny by any means, and I don't eat meat. So again, it just, the world, you're a whistleblower. You're just saying these things because you're not financially secure and you're trying to make us feel bad because we're doing the right thing. But we didn't used to use money. We used to pay each other with shells and just barter gifts and talents. So I'm tired of seeing people talking about oh yeah, which child do you want to be able to spiritually abuse to be able to sustain your lifestyle? Because I feel like, yeah. I'm tired of people bringing their children in front of me and saying, which one do you want? I don't want none of your children's energy. I came here to do your hair. I don't want nothing to do with that kind of bullshit. I don't want you thinking that you need to have access to my kid. Are y'all fucking stupid? No one's protecting kids because of money? Something that if I go to the bank right now and say, give me my $10,000. Oh, we got to order it. We got to go print it out. And you want me to prostitute my kid's asshole out here for all y'all to be fucking around in? Y'all got to be out your motherfucking minds. I'm sorry. I don't care about what none of this shit look like. This shit, big house, little house, green grass, this shit is fucking ass, if you ask me. If children got to sit here and get spiritually raped, spiritually abused, they got to go to school and deal with all kinds of different stuff. Then they getting bullied about it. Then they sitting here, they learning in the tactics, then they doing it to each other. Now we all sitting here putting fishing hooks in each other's backs. Hey, I got your spine. I got your leg. Now your back hurts. Like the games that's being played in this world, we thinking the purge is going to come. The purge is here. Oh, rich people will be like, I want that one right there. I like his energy. Yeah, he belongs to me now. Yep. I went to somebody's house. I'm sitting here protecting my son's energy. The man said, well, do you got $1 million? Oh, all right, then. You better stop that shit. Then I start feeling this pain in my back that hasn't been out of my back since I left out of his house. And he don't even own the house. He owned the house, and the people that live in it rent the house. And I was there doing someone who rent the house hair. Matter of fact, I was doing someone's hair that the person, she rent the house, I was doing her son's hair. So the dude that owned the house is there talking about something, yeah, you got $1 million? Oh, I didn't think so. So what's here? Yeah, I need access. I went to go work a job. They talking about some, yeah, so we need access. Access to my child and his energy and his spirit? Look, bruh, go have your own fucking children and do that with your own kids. We can't even protect our kids and then be supported in protecting our kids. I'm sitting here trying to protect the daggone boy. The family looking like, well, I mean, shit, we don't really give a fuck. I mean, hey, take some too, yeah. My brother sat here and introduced my son to all his friends for them to put fucking swords in his heart and get access to him. I'm looking like, why the fuck would you bring all these niggas around my kid and taint his energy? Man, what you talking about? I got the keys to the city, man. Yeah, he part of my shit now. He belong to me. When he come 18, he gonna say, fuck you. He ain't gonna want to be with you. He gonna want to be with me. You ain't even have to say all that, bro. You could have just said, I got him under my wing, and you could have just did it in a different way. But to introduce him to all your friends and give them access to my son couldn't even wake up the next day. The way that my asshole felt at the end of that day, the way that my heart felt at the end of that day, and the next day, nobody's sitting here protecting these children. Or maybe it's just nobody protecting my kid because my kid is one of them kids that everybody want access to. I wonder how Blue Ivy and them do it. I wonder how all these celebrities' children do it. Because to me, something going on and it's not making good sense. Because then the kid, oh, yeah, I'm going to bring the kids to the deal too. Come on, y'all, let's go. Oh, mommy, shh. Just be quiet now. It's almost over with. Ain't nobody standing up for no children no more. Because all we care about is some fucking money with a dead man's face on it. Nobody's saying, matter of fact, these kids do need to be homeschooled. Let's teach them more about, breathing right, meditating, getting their spirits together so they're not out here trying to be like, sexually promiscuous at a young age and bringing kids home early. Because once you start messing with a kid's sexual energy, they crave that energy from everything around them because they know that's the only way that they can feel good. See, the first time you let a kid get a taste of that kind of energy, they want it forever. So then they cause themselves to be in relationships that are just simply only based on a sexual feeling versus on a heart feeling. And they don't even realize half of the time that their heart is so fucked up because they didn't let everybody in their heart because they were so busy worried about their private parts. Feeling tingly and good. I know I'm going to get some backlash from, a lot of people. Oh, you just mad because you a prude girl and we spiritual hoochies over here. Look, I ain't nothing wrong with us adults being like that. But when it comes to children, I don't want to just meet a bunch of men that think that they just going to poke my son up in the ass to make them feel good all day at work. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here at home. My heart feel like it's about to fucking bust out my chest because of whatever you going through. You got him as your daggone costume skin on. And I know I'm not the only one going through it. I know I'm not the only woman going through it. Because I remember I lived on top of another lady. She had a daughter. The daughter be asleep all day just like my son. My other brother talking about something. That money already been spent. What you mean? That's my son. What you mean the money been spent? My son ain't no fucking money. Who fucked y'all brains up like this? Who is the one pulling the strings that got people saying shit like this about children? Because the other cultures, I don't be seeing them act like that. Other cultures be quick to who touching you? What? They getting stabbed up with a machete. They getting shot. They getting put out. I guess we just got so comfortable with slavery, maybe, that we just like it's part of the thing that we do in culture and how it go. We forgot that there's people out here. When I tap into their energy, they ain't got nobody in their asshole. I could channel in other people's energy, and they ain't got nobody probing them in their butt. They ain't got nobody digging their heart out their chest. They're protected. But other people who got to put their lives on the line for them to be kept. But if we just had communities where people actually came together and like just did stuff from home and didn't have to go into these places to fight for work, where like I said, these 4 houses could literally have a big ass garden right here in the middle of their yard. All the groceries that they need right here. Or even be growing groceries on the inside of the house to avoid bugs. You have a little garden system. It's like $800. Okay, that's what, 19, 8, 38. That's $3,800 to start growing your food at home forever. Seeds be like, what, $5? It could all be so simple. I'm just trying to figure out who Americans so fucked up in the head that they really forgot that. Was it that COVID jab thing that everybody got, where they got them little robots in their brain, so they forgot to like occasionally tap into their pineal gland and say, let me put a box around my pineal gland in my brain right quick. Let me put my pineal gland in a box and like put some water in that box and cleanse my mind out real quick. Oh, the relief that my brain just felt. I feel like I just went up and raised up like 5 different levels. My goodness, it felt so good to release that. On my Merkaba, my star above my head, put a little box around the star above your head, put some water in that. Release everybody that's shooting down your star. People don't think about that you can really cleanse out your pineal gland, because so many people getting MK Ultra when we go to these orientations at work. They got a million people. You watching the video, you distracted. Meanwhile, everybody plugging into your sacral chakra. Everybody plugging into your root chakra. Then you start wondering, why I feel like it's something stabbing me in my gooch. Like, ooh. Why I feel like something stabbing me in the crack in between my vagina and my butthole. What's that pain I feel right there? It's people being spiritually connected to you, putting roots on you. Because, see, a lot of these corporations, they be knowing who got those gifts, and they use those people to come in and do the work, do the bidding, because those people are willing to give up their sexual energy all day, because it's like, oh, that shit, hey. So they go in and they siphon, they plug into all the new hires. That's why they get you into these big groups in there. Everybody, we're new hiring today. Woo, yeah, orientation. Oh my God, woo, yeah, got a new job, $25 an hour. It's excited. Ooh, you leave there, you like, dang, I feel a little weird. I don't know what that feeling was. I ain't like that. That's what's going on in America. You could sit here and say no you want to. I mean, these are for the corporations especially. I can't speak too much for the mom and pop little small businesses, but I even work for somebody's salon space, and the person that I used to talk to tried to do that to me. I'm like, dang, you just gonna throw me in there like that? That's what's going on. I can even feel all y'all energy connected to me, every single spot, like all right here, right here, somebody on my heart. But I know how to hold space and just be like, it's whatever, you know. It's a part of like holding space when you become really empathic, very highly spiritual. Like, I've ascended. Excuse me. I've ascended. Oh. Ha ha ha. Sorry. You know, I'm just a little serious right now. But I ascended to the point where, like, if I wanted to cross over, all I gotta do is go meditate, and I'll be like a Buddha and just poof, be gone. You know, but I stay behind because I feel like it's still people that want to hear this that can actually make changes, you know? Before I go, something got to change. I don't know who else feels like that in their heart, but before I go and leave off this planet, something's got to change. Because like I said, I got to that point of ascension. Define the word for me. I don't know that word. Progeny. Define that for me, love. But I don't like that. You are here for them also. Aggie. Okay, hold on. Y'all saying words I don't know nothing about. Y'all got to define these words. Same as kids. Offspring. Okay, I'm like, oh, like my pecan, my child. Okay. Well, where you from? Oh, where you tapping in from? I know that's new. Where you from, my love? Agree. Okay, agreed. But yeah, it's like, it's like we got a mission down here. We have a mission to make something happen. And I feel like if we come together, like all of this is a thought, really, because again, we live in our imagination. We all have produced these images in our minds of what things are supposed to be. Progeny is a very scientific term. Oh, look, see, I be knowing a lot of words, but I didn't know that one. But no, we all have a purpose here, man. We got work to do to heal this planet. Like, y'all hear how now the birds is outside tweeting and the sun is just shining? It could be like this all the time. Because the world is what you make it, right? Life is what you make it. Kids need to experience this and know that this is what life is about, not other stuff. Ain't nothing wrong with other stuff, because I ain't gonna hold you. 5 seconds ago, the reason I feel like this is because I was up dancing. I was like, that song, you doing that shit on purpose, baby. So I was doing a little dancing, balance. But like, the core value should be this: the peace, the space of like, nature feels good. And I tried with my son, and he was into it for a long time, but other people came and started getting in his way and telling him, like, last year he was homeschooled all year long. I think he went to school maybe up until Christmas, and then I homeschooled him for the rest of the year. But he said he want to go back because he want to be around other kids. I just fear that the kids he want to be around gonna have him convinced to be doing other stuff that he ain't got no business, you know. But at the same time, you gotta learn, we get to this point in life, right, where we at right now, right, through learning, through going through different trials and tribulations. You don't usually come out the womb like this, but it's possible to come out the womb like this. Like, there are people who are birthing out children that like, Daddy, I want to go meditate, and they'll go sit down and go be in the sun and just go do like this with their hands and you know, because they were taught that. Even during COVID, they were doing that for the kids for the longest. They actually they before they would start class, they would be like, okay, everyone, we're gonna go ahead and have you guys breathe in the color blue and breathe out the color red. Good. And we want to keep that up, and they would play music for them, and it was so good. Like, the vibrations was really being raised. Like, they was really incorporating heaven or earth. I don't know what happened. I think it's because the multi-million-dollar companies and corporations, y'all hear the car revving for confirmation, they did not like that. Because let me tell you how delicate this world is. I know how to pull my energy back so good. Like, I know my womb is spiritual. So I know I could like close up my womb and like spin it upside down spiritually, so that anything that's spiritually attached to my womb would just pop off. Like, right? So I did that. And I was driving the school bus when I still had a regular job, and the whole school bus shut down. And I just wasn't opening up, and the kids on the bus were like, it's hot in here. It's so hot. What's going on? And the lady's like, yeah, it is getting pretty hot, isn't it, guys? Oh, goodness. Oh, really? And I'm just like, if the fact that my womb is open and experiencing this energy is the reason why this school bus is driving, and me spiritually knowing how to close my womb up and pull back my energy made the whole school bus shut down. Hold on, y'all. So how much power do y'all think we really have? To the point where even like a week ago, I was talking to my friend while doing her hair, and I said something, and then all the power in the shop went out, and the whole entire city went out. I'm like, you see, we are really powerful people, but people don't never give us credit. This has happened to me at least 3 different times that the power went out. And then like I would walk in my mom's house, like the lights would start flickering over top of my head. Like, I don't know. I can't tell you what it means. But we all got, when we were all electricity. Our nervous system is ran on electricity. That's why when you die, a defibrillator will come around and they rub it together and they shock you in your chest. Like electricity. So again, call me what you want, but I done realized like we got more power than we think we got. I don't know if that makes me a black hole because I could pull energy, or if that makes me more of an alchemist. I would believe alchemist, it would be the word. Confirmation from the trees and the breeze. God is here. I ain't saying nothing wrong. I just want the kids to have more peace and everybody to get along. That's all. Oh, and to sing a few songs too. If y'all haven't already, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and also remember, I make music as well, and the music is posted on this page, and I have podcast episodes as well. If you want to go ahead and listen to my podcast, some episodes are on this channel, but you could also go on on the podcast streaming platform. It's going to be in the description of this video and all my other videos. Because I've been talking like this for years. I've been doing my podcast since 2021, but something just really struck a nerve to me today. Because it was like, bro, people really be out here sex trafficking their children. Like, you take whatever part of this baby you want. You could have this, you could have that, as long as I get that money. And I can't take that no more. I can't watch that happen no more. And just not say nothing. Too many Joel Epstein islands, too many children going missing in the area that's black, especially more than anything. Too many just girls in the freezer, girls going down to Miami dying, getting beat up by their friends. Too many. It's too many. It's too many. I can't take it no more. Diddy with the rappers, the boys, they wearing nail polish and dresses and purses, demasculating these men so that they feel embarrassed, so that their hearts is open, so their energy can be siphoned on the red carpet. Got them dressing like women just so they could just feel like, I don't feel confident because I got on this girl shit and they probably laughing at me. So now their confidence is open, their vibration low, so now they can be siphoned. Got these men out here like, bro, I can't take it no more. I'm not wearing nail polish because I'm wearing nail. You lying. And now you're all open because you're emotionally triggered. Now you can be siphoned. It's all a tactic. And I can't have my son growing up in a society like this. Like, I can't willfully produce another child knowing that they're going to have to go through this place. And when I try to protect them, everyone's going to try to, like, literally kill me. Like, send me evil eye attacks because I'm trying to protect my kid from the misogyny and mistreatment of the world. They're like, nah, put them in it. Make them tough. That's why we got so many toxic men now. Also, if you guys aren't aware, I also hosted a space called Childhood Trauma Release for the Divine Masculine. If you are divine and masculine and want to release any childhood trauma, anything that happened to you before the age of 7, to help you understand why you end up in relationships with women who are kind of toxic versus divine, feel free to join me in those groups workshops as well. I also hold breath work, and if you need breath work, I have that stuff up on Apple Music as well if you need to meditate with me. But I can't take it no more. Something just came over my heart and was like, I can't take it no more. I'm trying to protect my own son from my own family members. Law of attraction, you attract boys for a reason. Yeah, I know. I always get men and boys. See, I wanted to heal women for the longest, but I never had, like, women never liked me. My own mother doesn't even like me. Like, I've been in the house with my mom for almost a month, and every time I turn around, we're fighting, or now we don't even speak to each other. We just walk past each other in silence. So my relationship with women, and I know it's because of my relationship with her, is not healthy. There's some women I'm like, hey girl, hey, like all the women who are on my level, they like, what's up, sis? Period. Like, hey, those women, right? But for the most part, I attract men, and usually it's men who are broken, because I can hold space and try to help them heal, but a lot of them don't want to do the healing work. They get offended and be like, I ain't got no problem. You just ain't trying to nurture me. I'm like, I can't sit here open up my walls to you. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry if I let that energy in here, y'all. I apologize. But let's see. I just got out of a relationship with a toxic woman. She had a lot of things going on, but she couldn't help it. Very tough. So can you forgive her? I can forgive my mom. I mean, she's forgiven, but I can't forget that she literally was like in my face, like, I don't care that they doing this shit to your son. So the fuck what? Get over it. And yeah, we won't step on your neck and suffocate you too. Like, legitimately, there was spell work done where like I was being suffocated spiritually in the house. Like, legitimately, it sounds crazy, but someone can tap into your energy and suck all the air and hold their breath for a long period of time, and they can suck the air out of you. So that was done to me. And I've gotten, like, I have scratches on my legs from being an actual physical altercation. It's just, I can't understand, maybe in due time, but right now, because, like, or she knew what I was going through. Like, the only reason I'm here is because I gave up that apartment that I had for free to help out my brother. So for me to come in here and then to be treated like that, it's just, of course, I'm going to be closed off. And then y'all want access to my energy. Y'all tearing me to shreds spiritually, expecting me to not recover, knowing how strong I am and how strong I've been, and then wanting to forget. You just can't forgive me for all the stuff that happened to you. I'm like, well, I mean, it's kind of what made me how I am right now. You're wondering why I'm like this and independent, but you made me independent of you. So it's hard to, I mean, I can forgive her, but it's hard to forget because it's like you made me and programmed me this way. I was always away from you. I was always with somebody else. So it's like for me to try to like find that nurturing connection with you, I never had it with you. So that's why I don't even have it with most of the world. Being divinely feminine just didn't really exist in my life. I had to learn through being in karmic toxic relationships with men that had no business having access to me. Your hair looks amazing. It's so nice outside over there. Yeah, cause the spirit, man. When my spirit feel good, everything around me look good. That's how it works. But no, I can say this, right? Because I won't say that this man that I dated was completely toxic, right? I got to take accountability for the fact that I did have a situation where I was financially in a situation, but I let him know that. See, this is me. I come to a relationship and I'm like, I have a negative balance. I have a negative balance in my account, and he'd be like, okay, you know. Oh, also I have, also some of y'all know I'm herpes positive as well, but my partner was as well. So I'm like, he already knew that because this is not the first time we dated. We dated over a year and a half ago. So it's like for me, being in that relationship and going through that toxicity, it was just like, ooh, my goodness, my gracious, what's going on? Like, I can't do this because I would try to like heal. I'm like, okay, you want to be in a relationship. I don't want to go into the details of it. I've said it on other videos, but because he's giving me a headache, I don't want to bring that energy into y'all space. But because it's still fresh, so there's still like a connection there. It's like, ew. But that going through that made me realize like men really need spaces to heal. Cause see, even though I was financially in a bind, I never felt like that gave me a reason to like treat anybody like shit. Like, I know that I was financially in a space or position, but it's like I'm still showing up to work. I'm still trying to keep my energy, as together as possible so that I could be positive to everyone around me. But it seems like people think, oh, well, you broke, so just go ahead and let me just siphon all that up off of you. And it's like, oh, no, 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 no. Y'all go ahead and like watch out for your girl. Help protect my root chakra. Protect my energy. Whew. Root chakra achy. Okay. Yeah, because his energy is very draining. People usually drain you from your root chakra, by the way, if you haven't mastered your tail yet. But even if you lift your tail up, sometimes people will go and stab you straight through your tail just so they can get to your cerebellum. So again, got to know about the root work. At least you're aware. Did she obey your father? No, she never did obey him. They actually broke up like really as soon as I was born type deal. Like, he said she was always worried about money. She never really wanted love, and that's kind of what scarred him and made him choose a bunch of women that he chose, and he's still always blaming women. I'm like, Dad, I know my mom was an asshole. Y'all was young. You was a pimp. You gave her lots of money. You was training her to love money. Like, of course, if a woman come from a family that didn't necessarily have everything, right, and you a man with money, and you program your woman like this is what you're gonna be getting, you spoiling her, of course you're gonna think like money, because I mean everybody wants to be spoiled. Everybody wants love, but everybody wants to be spoiled. And if that was the topic of conversation at the time, and that's how y'all attracted each other, you couldn't be upset with that. But I had the conversation with him too. It seemed like it was peeling back some layers for him as well. But, you know, in due time, I'll get to my parents' healing. But if they're not ready to heal, I can't stop my progress for what I got to do for everybody else, you know. So I just looked up what a soy boy is. I don't know what none of this shit mean, boy. I've been in the concrete my whole life. Oh, what's a soy boy? I didn't even know. Like I thought it was a typo. What's a soy boy? A soft boy? Cause I know soy is like protein shakes for women, cause it's supposed to like help your boobs get bigger. So what's soy boy mean? I'm about to go inside the house, but I don't want to have that energy on y'all. But yeah, I've learned to start to go with the flow to a degree, but still like protect my energy. Can't control his cess, aka root chakra. Survival, security, stability. Makes sense. See, I be trying to like ground my root chakra and like pinch my coccyx and like just hold it in one place so it can stop feeling like it's being pulled on. There's always somebody pulling on it. Like, you know? Christos oil is fruiting the seed. Raise the sacred secretion to the pineal, the rod and staff. And see, I did that, right? I did it where I held my breath real long and I felt like my brain exploded. And I was like, whoa. And then from that point on, life got different. And I had to go through my dark night of the soul because I didn't understand. Like, even right now, I'm looking down at the grass and the grass looks green and purple. Like, as Eminem said, I've been so many places, I've seen so many faces, but nothing goes around, just blue and yellow, purple. That's what the grass look like right now, cause the sun is shining. Been on the highest mountain. Like some people, when they be rapping, even though they rapping about what something that seems like very lewd, there's still some spiritual context in there. But no, I've seen a lot of different places. Trust me, I done went to every realm you could think of. I done seen the halls of a Minty. I ain't gonna hold you. That was shit scary. Going to a house that was filled with flames. And I'm looking at all the people you know that's down there. You like, what y'all doing down here? So this how y'all living mentally. Okay. So now I know where y'all mind is at. Y'all on this level. I'm thinking y'all up here. Y'all down here. Well, shit. Well, what am I doing down here? Oh, because I'm letting y'all in my space. Takes 40 days of celibacy. Ladies are limited to 28-day cycle. Oh, I was celibate for a whole year and 3 months. A soy boy is a perv or a low vibe. I'm not playing. I was celibate for a whole entire year and 3 months. And the person I went back and dealt with recently was the person I dealt with a year ago. You know, people, it's like there's rumors about me being so promiscuous and stuff. It's like I just have a lot of pent up energy. So it comes off as like, like, because people always want to get it anyways. And I wasn't using it. So it was just like kind of oozing out of me. Because as a feminine, you know, your job is to nurture. And we nurture with that energy. But some people take it as like, oh, that's sexual. It's like, no, it's just a nurturing energy. Like, so I'm mad that I gave up my year of celibacy for that, honestly. I should have just waited and made it 2 years. I could have waited till April, 2 years and been good. But, you know, we make mistakes. And I have to take accountability for that. I did. Car revving engine for confirmation. He wants to be seen and heard. Let me go in the house. Because the sun going down is getting cool outside anyway. But, yeah, celibacy definitely helps. And when I went to the halls of a Minty and went down there and saw all that, you know, I wasn't scared because I also saw what it looked like in heaven, like going into that big mountain, that big mansion. It looked like the book of Enoch, but when I had went there, I hadn't read the book of Enoch. I ended up reading the book of Enoch like probably a month after I had that dream. I'm like, holy shit! So what they be saying in the Bible is real? Like I had to have those moments because I even was raised in Catholic school, but like, you know. I have to come down to deal with people. That's all. Yeah, I be knowing I have to come down and deal with certain people because it's like I be forgetting that like everybody doesn't want to ascend because ascension, when you get to that ascension point where you could literally go or stay and you choose to stay, like it's scary kind of because it's like whoa, like you feel your body stretching up, everything starts turning white, and it's like, oh, at least I know where I'm going. Thank God. I'm like, hold on, I still got a kid. Let me come back down. Like I'm gonna wait. I still got a kid. Right. And then I go back up and see here. I'm in my mom's house right now. And everybody here, they so three dimensional. Like everybody, the chakra is always here. I mean, some people are here too, and then other people like are here, but it's like they use their knowledge of being here the wrong way. They don't flow it, so it feels like it's like control. It's like warden almost, like sit down, get your under me, get down. It's like we're all here. Like why can't we all just be here? Like everybody just in the same mental space. Like is that not possible? Because I thought it was possible to everybody be on a certain level and just chill. Look at all these birds out here flying in the trees. They like, yay. It's, so I gotta go back in the house, and experience whatever I'm here to experience. I feel like I was here to help wake them up a little bit, but then, somebody not ready to get the knowledge, then they're not gonna get the knowledge. Like even recently, I've been listening to classical music, right, and trying to get my son to listen to it. Cause like when I was young, my favorite song used to be, you know, for Elsie, for Elise, Elsie. I always wanted to learn how to play it on the computer. I mean, not on the computer, the keyboard. So, needless to say, I definitely enjoyed this conversation with y'all. I'm calmed down a little bit. I mean, I feel everything still, but I'm calmed down now. I want y'all to protect y'all's energy when y'all leave out of here because I'm about to go back upstairs and I don't know what I'm going to get into up there. So I just want y'all to protect y'all energy, cleanse y'all energy, cleanse y'all auric field. I appreciate y'all sharing love, light with me and just being here for this transmission or transmission. But of course, and I just want to say I love y'all for loving yourselves and loving me and just creating a space of like peace. And yeah, I'm gonna tap back in with y'all a little bit later. Just make sure y'all subscribe and listen to my breath work or my music as well. Tap in with me. I want to see y'all consistently, because I come on here live every day. Peace.